Jodhpur is the second largest city of Rajasthan and the capital of the erstwhile kingdom of Marwar. It was founded by Rao Jodaji in 1459 AD when he moved the capital there from Mandor. The location seems to have been chosen for its topography, which is dominated by the Chonka Dajar Plateau. Over 30 kilometers long, it rises up to 120 meters above the surrounding plains with very steep slopes at many places. The Mehrangarh Fort, built on this plateau overlooking the city below, is not only spectacular but also almost completely impregnable. Nestled at the base of the plateau, encircling the fort, lies the old city. Typically narrow streets lined with tall havelis and blue houses wind through the city, connecting the numerous bustling chowks and public wells. Jodhpur is a semi-arid desert region and receives an average annual rainfall of 50 centimeters. Over half the population of the district is dependent on agriculture as well as cattle and livestock rearing. The water need for these are today met primarily by the Indira Gandhi Canal and supplemented by rainwater harvesting and scattered tube wells. In the days before the Indira Gandhi Canal, the city of Jodhpur had a self-sustaining water system. The surrounding plateau provided catchments to various lakes and tanks which stored water from monsoon to monsoon. By building an intricate network of dams, canals and aqueducts, the people rendered the harsh natural surroundings hospitable. The oldest of these lakes, Balsamand, which collects runoff from the rocky terrain north of the city, was built by a Banjara king in the 12th century. At the foot of the fort lie the Ranisar Padamsar lakes. Made by Rani Jasmeda in 1460, just a year after the establishment of Jodhpur, Ranisar was originally reserved for use by the palace. A Persian wheel was employed to hoist the water up to the fort, from where it was carried up to the palace on elephants. Padamsar, just below, was made in 1520 by a rich merchant and was used by the general public. The two lakes hold the direct runoff from the surrounding plateau and the fort. Padamsar also collects the overflow from Ranisar. Their water is considered holy, and bathing and washing is strictly prohibited even today. Seepage from the two tanks feeds the numerous bawdis and wells in the old town. Jodhpur is one of the few cities in Rajasthan where the ancient wells and bawdis are still being used. Their water is often considered sacred, and constant use keeps the structures in good condition. Several wells and some bawdis have recently been fitted with motors and hand pump mechanisms to aid drawing. These wells are maintained by local communities as well as the water supply department and serve as a fallback water source in times of shortage. Some bawdis in the old city have been maintained by the local community, like the Tapi Bawdi in Bhimji Ka Mohalla. This is an elaborate bawdi with many level structures, all intricately carved. During the 1985 drought, the bawdi was cleaned through a community effort, the Tapi Safai Abhiyan. Fish were introduced to keep a check on organic impurities. Every year in the dry months, water is still drawn from Tapi by the neighborhood community. The limited tap water takes care of drinking, while the bawdi water is used for cleaning and washing. As the old town expanded and prospered, the water harvesting system was enhanced and supplemented. Starting 1780, over a century, 3 large tanks were made in the city and 2 outside it. Fateh Sagar, the oldest of the 5, now collects sewage and waste from the city. Not far from it, sharing the same fate, is the pair of Gulab Sagar and Gulab Ka Bachcha. The local community used to swim and wash in these tanks and therefore keep them clean. But recently, the municipality banned swimming in these tanks but failed to keep them clean. The local feeling is that people should be allowed to swim in these tanks, or the municipality should do their job completely and keep them clean. The tanks receive water from catchments located outside the city. A canal carries the overflow of the ancient Balsamand tank to them, also collecting water from the intermediate catchments. Today, all these catchments and the canals are in various stages of disrepair. The canals coming into Fateh Sagar and Gulab Sagar have become open sewers and garbage dumps. When it rains, all this waste is washed into the tanks. Further, the catchment of Balsamand has been effectively destroyed. Extensive quarrying in the area has irreversibly altered the water flow pattern as the water now accumulates in the quarries and cannot reach the lake. The government's reaction to this has been an order for the quarry owners to pump out all the accumulated water. Nonetheless, it is evidently another case of too little too late. Najar Ji Ki Baodi, once infamous for being built by the court harem, today is infamous for entirely different reasons. Ignored for years, it is now a garbage dump in need of cleaning and rejuvenation. Although many Baudis and Kuas have been destroyed or abandoned, the water from many is still used today. Some, like Jalap Baudi near Chandpol, have waterworks pumps installed. In drought years, they are cleaned by the municipality and otherwise they are abandoned and collect filth.
लेकिन क्या है कि इसके रख रखाव नहीं कर सकते हो। अब इसकी सफाई करने को तो नहीं करेंगे, तो सलों ने ये लगा रखी है सारी की सारी, ये पंप लगा रखा, पानी की सप्लाई देते हैं और ये पानी ऐसा कर दिया इन्होंने। नहीं तो लड़के को अगर जो लड़के पहले नहाते थे और इसकी इतनी अच्छी तरह से देखभाल करते थे इस बावड़ी की, मोहल्ले वाले करते थे इस बावड़ी की सफाई। लेकिन जब से ये वाटर बॉक्स का पंप लगा है, ना तो लड़कों को स्नान करने देते हैं, जब स्नान नहीं करेंगे लड़के तो क्या करेंगे, सफाई कौन करेगा। ना तो वो मांग लेते हैं ब्लीच पाउडर दो, तो भी नहीं देते हैं वो। तो ये बावड़ी लगभग 1.5 साल से ऐसे ही पड़ी है, इसका कोई ध्यान रखने वाला नहीं है। और अगर आज भी वाटर बॉक्स वाले कहते हैं भाई कि आप ही शुरू करो ऐसे, तो हम इसे 1 दिन के अंदर एकदम साफ कर देंगे।